disturbing. You guys following that, I don't want to cover it too much because I'm sure everybody's heard of it, but the Haley Deegan issue. Actually, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Before we begin, we got a new member here. God, I already screwed up. Kevin Jagir. If I said that wrong, man, let me know.
No, you're good.
I listen. Kevin is actually family to me. He's my wife's uncle, so I have to watch what I say in front of him.
So sorry,
Gotta
Kevin.
be careful. Gotta be careful. Yeah, you know.
Well, Kevin is a fellow iRacer. He actually did it before I did, but then left the service and then the iRacing service. He is a veteran too. He all of a sudden he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to get back into iRacing again. He finally get him back in after 2 years of begging his ass to join. He's like, I don't know how good I'm going to be after he wins. And he comes back the next week. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do any good. And he wins. But
yeah. I don't think it was that that easy or that good. But
anyway, Kevin, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. And thank you for coming to the channel. I appreciate you coming here. And
I really the iRacing thing has brought us all together, I guess, and I'm excited to be part of that. I'm a 20-year Army veteran. I enjoy video games, NASCAR, football. I love talking, so this might be the best thing for me here today.
Well, I mean, this has turned into like a favorite part of my week, especially meeting Marty and Jamie on here and everything. And I know, Marty, I know you're busy with school. If you can't make it, I get it, dude. I mean,
yeah, no worries.
But anyway, getting back to the Haley Deegan thing, I don't know if you guys are tracking that. Did you see all that crap this week?
The one about the stalker?
Yeah. Oh my God. Freaking had to back out of a race. FBI involved. Police involved. Stalker trying to threaten to kill her boyfriend. What the hell is wrong with this world, man? Oh my God.
Yeah, crazy people, man. Like, I mean, being catfish and thinking that you're talking to the actual person, and then she literally reaches out to you and is like, hey, that's not me. And it's like, oh no, you're a liar. Like, Jesus, it's crazy.
I mean, that's why, I feel for celebrities, and sometimes, most of the time I don't, because I can't keep their mouth shut. But anyway, like, people are so crazy in this world today, and like to have your life threatened over something like that, I just don't get it. I mean, I don't. I'm just by it.
As good as the internet is for things that we do, and it allows us to come together, it creates a lot of ways for people to stalk, catfish, or whatever you want to call it, and kind of ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
So
being fucking weirdos, that's what it is.
There it is.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's Haley Deegan, dude. You're some dude from bumfuck nowhere. She doesn't care about you. I mean, she might care about you as a person, but no, dude, you're not. No.
And her dad will thrash you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I want to see Brian take action. That would be the best part.
Hook him back to one of his freaking dune trucks and drag somebody's ass around the old cowboy way. But anyway, that's just crazy. I hope the best for her and her family, and I think what's her boyfriend's name, Chase. I don't care about that, like who she's dating or whatever. But come on, people.
Yeah, we want to see her be competitive and do well in NASCAR,
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's already got the stigma against her where, I mean, I don't care if you're female or not, but people are just like, oh, here we go, another Danica. And it's like, you know what? You give Danica credit where it's due. But at the same time, she's not another Danica. She's taking it slow. She's learning the ropes, and she's actually done fairly well.
Yeah, she's coming up through the ranks that everybody comes up through. So
yeah, we raced late models with her at Madera here in California. It's like Brian is running around with a tire temp gauge and tire pressure gauge, and they're running a late model. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, I believe that.
Well, I mean,
it takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage to get behind behind the wheel of one of those things and do 180 miles an hour. You know what I mean? Like,
well, a lot of people give her crap, but it's like, I don't see your butt out there running it. I mean,
and she's doing multiple things too. I mean, she's doing the micros, She's doing truck series. She was doing SRX. Like, she's out there doing stuff.
Yeah, off stuff too.
Yeah,
she's a beast.
Well, she's trying to get the skills that she needs to move up, and
exactly. Well-rounded.
Can't down her for that. And we hope that the internet or weird people out there don't discourage her from continuing to try to do that.
I'll watch her YouTube channel. It's really good. I mean, it's good content. Just having a lot of fun. Pretty jealous of them.
It's sad that as a society today, though, that you have to hide what you like doing because there's crazy people out there, and it's just, come on, we're all adults. Hopefully, the level of maturity I think has gone down with technology. I swear.
Well, it gives everybody a voice. Years ago, only the people that had the education got that voice, I guess. So. Today, everyone has a voice.
Yeah, even when they should have their mouth popped or something for it.
Right.
The internet gives them that.
You're giving them a platform, where they normally wouldn't.
Yeah. So. Well, best of luck to her. I hope they figure that stuff out. Now let's talk about some actual racing here.
There was racing this week?
Dude, streaming didn't go so well this week on iRacing. That was a tough one. But we can get into that a little bit. It finally happened, by the way. Jamie was with me the other night, and graphics card gone.
Oof.
Yeah, no. We got some problems here, but we're working on fixing that. Thankfully, I can't stream this week anyway, so I'll be doing a lot of homework and making some phone calls. But yeah, new motherboard, new CPU, graphics card, poof.
Dang.
More and more of a topic that's coming up is how the Monster Series seems to be going down, and the best racing is in the Cups and Xfinity. And this week in particular, I've noticed that is definitely the case. I mean, in my opinion, you guys can step in.
No, I think Xfinity, especially even last year, we had much better racing out of them than Cup cars. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get to watch the race last night. I mean, I could have, but I chose to watch Yellowstone. If you guys haven't watched the show, I tell you what, that's a good damn show.
I tell you what, you're late. You're late.
I know.
To the party, sir.
I know I'm late, but I'm sitting there. I'm like, and that's what I like. I like having oh man, there's 4 seasons I can catch up on. If it's good, I can binge it. But now we're almost caught up, and we did it in pretty much a week and a half.
Yeah. And now you're panicking.
Yeah, it sucked for us. We're like, we got caught up to it, or just watching it in time, and then all of a sudden we had 2 years where we didn't have an episode. So it's God. Man.
I'm sorry, but I followed Kevin Costner for years. I used to watch him back when he was Dancing with Wolves and before that, and he's always been good. I mean, it was my mom and dad that were obviously watching it more, but it's God, this got to be his best thing. But anyway, getting back to the track, everything I'm hearing about these new cars on a short track speedway should not be happening. Aero was a big thing apparently last night.
Yeah, nobody could pass last night. I don't know if you guys I watched the whole race, but it was just, the fastest car out there catches, Bubba Wallace, and he's running 22nd, and you can't lap him unless you bump him and move him out the way. This is either no grip coming off the corner, or they couldn't turn under him, or, you just couldn't get off the corner enough to dive under anyone at the end of the straightaway. So, yeah, there wasn't a lot of passing. Whoever got out front stayed out front.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's short track racing. It's not.
Where was this at?
Martinsville.
They couldn't get a second groove to form?
No, there's no rubber laid down at all the whole race.
The track temperature, it was only 40 degrees here.
Yeah, it might have been a little too cold to get any kind of rubber laid down.
Well, that's what quite a few of them were saying, is the left side tires wouldn't lay down any rubber.
Yeah.
William Byron.
It might have been a tire compound issue.
Could have been.
Which could be too. These new cars, they've got new cars, new tires.
They're shifting.
Yeah, they're shifting. Nobody could do anything last night.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to miss it, but I was like, my wife enjoys obviously the show more than the racing, so I was like, let's just do something with her. From what I hear, I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, the
No,
9 led the first half. The 24 got the lead on a pit stop, and then he led the rest of the race. So
yeah, I got bored with it and went play MLB The Show.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of that. People got like literally like, okay, I went and did this instead. And it's like you look at the Xfinity race and that was still fantastic.
yeah, was the temperature different the night
No,
before?
it's been the same temp here the last probably 4 or 5 days.
That's got to be if they're not laying down rubber, then either the tire compound is too hard.
Yeah.
Or their rules do not allow them to like camber out the car or whatever to develop that grip, to create the mechanical grip. You know what I mean?
How hard had it rained? Did the rain wash it?
It was a green track because actually last night they delayed it because it was raining here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just a little like side note, I am about maybe an hour from the track. So, I mean, just those of you listening, yeah, I am in Virginia. I'm right down the road from it.
I mean, but those cars are heavy, man.
Yeah.
And you would think after 500 laps, they would get some rubber laid down. You know, I mean, you could see them. I don't know really if this is a comparison, but you can see them like, you know, like NASCAR will show the view of them exiting the corner, right? And they just leave like a big old rubber mark, right? They're just leaving rubber everywhere.
Yeah.
And it seems that like that should be the case, unless they're not allowed to hook up or their tires are too hard.
Well,
do you know how many laps they were going on pit stops?
Runs. The stages were 60, 80, and then 200. They did about 100 and some change on the last one before they pitted.
It's just so strange. Like Martinsville, they said that whenever they would get behind somebody, because the aero of the cars now, it would make them aero tight. All of a sudden,
which is crazy at Martinsville.
Exactly. That's my thought. Exactly. I'm like, are you serious? It's low speed. I think technology, yes, it's come a long way and it's beneficial in some ways, but I think we're pushing too far, that we're taking short track race and shouldn't be like that.
And I don't know what engine package they had. Did they have the horsepower to make the cars get loose and actually have to drive them, or did they have that 400 horsepower thing that they do? And you really couldn't. You know, it takes a driver out of the equation sometimes.
Yeah, if they couldn't hook up out of the corner, then they might have had too much power, or the tires might have been too hard, or you know, they're limited by the setup of the car to create mechanical grip.
Yeah.
Because what are they doing? Like 45 or 50 miles an hour in the corner?
Like 60-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be pretty weird to have that much of a
aero problem.
Yeah. Worse. Because you remember, like in the 90s and shit, like people would be driving without like the front clip of the car.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, hell yeah, he's only 2 laps down. You know, it's like, what?
Dale Earnhardt at Bristol.
Yeah.
On the lead lap with no front end. I remember that.
So according to the checkeredflag.com, at Martinsville, they were using the 750 horsepower.
So that sounds like it just didn't look. They just couldn't pass.
Yeah.
Without hitting, like Bristol back in the 90s when there was only one lane on the bottom, you had to bump the guy to get him out of the way. You know, that's what they did last night.
How many laps did they used to go at Martinsville
before pit?
On tires?
Yeah, I don't know.
You used to be able to go by like 125.
I think they said last night they could do 150 on gas.
That might be.
But with the stages, you know, they cut the last stage was 200 laps, so they just cut it in half.
Mm.
Some people did like 95, some people did like 105, but somewhere in that gap they pitted.
Well, the concrete used to shred the tires.
Yeah.
But I mean, I maybe the temp, because it was cold last night. Maybe the temp was a factor. The tire compound was a factor.
Yeah, that concrete never turned black last night. It was white the whole time.
Yeah, which is not normal.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know. I guess it's one of those rarities where I'm like, I guess I didn't miss much.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was some the 3 car had like a good long run car, and you know the last like 10 to 12 laps of a run, he would start picking cars off and was able to pass them. But even though he had to go up and bump somebody and move them out of the way, you know, to get by him, that's how you passed last night.
That's short track racing.
Even but I mean, even
wait a minute, how you do it? Yeah, that's short track
even,
racing.
even lapped cars, you know, the leader catches a lapped car and you can't get around him. And Denny Hamlin had a horrible night. Man, I don't know. He might have been 2 laps down at the end of the race.
Perfect.
Yeah. Are we all in agreement? That was good.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yep.
Man, I hate to say it, man, but I'm hoping you guys know Kozlowski's my guy. I'm feeling for him. I hear he had bad luck again last night, equipment issue.
I don't remember them saying anything about it.
Yeah, like I said, equipment issue, and then I don't know the whole appeal thing. I understand. You guys hear what happened with that one?
Yeah.
It was a back panel that they quote unquote repaired, but they didn't repair it well enough, and
lost 100 points.
100 points, 100 owner points, 100 championship points, $100,000 fines for him and for the owner and the crew chief. Oh my god,
the crew chief's banned for I don't know 5 years.
I think it's a little
excessive.
Not that long. But you wish.
Well, the points. It's the points, man. The money don't matter. It's the points.
Oh yeah, no,
he went from whatever he was in points to 35th in points.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not even in the top 25. I don't think.
No, he went all the way to 35th when they took that 100 from him.
Yeah, and he needs to have some good weeks here. I mean, he's consistent. He's been anywhere between the 13th and 17th every race, which is consistency.
Consistently crashing people. I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has been.
He has been. I mean, if your car is slow, you got to get up there somehow, I guess. 8 wheels are better than 4.
Yeah.
I mean, we all iRace. We know that's true.
Yeah, the car in front of you helps you brake. That's it.
Exactly.
His back bumper is your brake.
Some people, that's all they can do, apparently, is just, hey, I'll use your car.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how my Friday night went.
That's what I do when my brake bias is off. I just use somebody else.
Yeah. I'm always there for you, bro. I'm always there for you.
Oh, man.
Put in your dial, you're like, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
If I back it off a little bit, I might actually be able to catch him to do it. Oh man.
What about this? What about that Friday night ending?
I wasn't there. I got wrecked out.
I was talking about the Xfinity race.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Those dudes need to learn to throw some better punches, man.
They need to take your helmet off if you're going to throw a punch.
There it is. Yep. There it is.
Take the helmet off.
No, here's my favorite thing. If you're going to keep your helmet on, I'm going to grab the face of your helmet and push your head up and punch you in the throat.
I'm pulling up a video here of it now.
True story.
Right? Everybody's like, helmet, dude. Just push the helmet up and go right for the throat.
I feel like I'm going to pull up the video real quick. I feel like Meyer was the first one.
Yeah.
I thought Ty Gibbs got some pretty good shots in, man. He looked pretty good. Of course, he was wearing a helmet. He didn't have to worry about getting hit back, but
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Ty Gibbs did throw the first punch.
You can stand inside and throw punches if you still got a helmet on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I couldn't remember who threw the first punch.
Yeah, I think you should be charged if you don't take your helmet off.
I'll just take my helmet off and use the son of a gun.
I think the next race, pre-race, you go get him. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't wearing a helmet now, and he ain't expecting it. I'm gonna get him
during driver intros.
I think that they should like set up a boxing ring, and like you have to
just like you have to go to the infield care center. You have to do an interview. You have to go to the boxing ring.
Right. You got to go to the infield care center first. You get patched up, and then you go over, and then you get to meet Kevin Harvick in the fucking ring.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
That dude will just wax your ass. Yeah.
You got Harvick beating him up. You got Kyle Busch just sitting on the side eating popcorn,
crying, complaining.
He's like, "That was me in 2011 at Darlington."
Man.
Shit, that'd be great.
Get more viewers, probably.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should see if we can get them on here and we can stream it.
I think we should do that for all of society, really.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I mean, we go back to that conversation. You go back to that social media conversation. It's like people can say what they want without getting their fucking mouths punched. So,
Nope. What y'all thought about that iRacing crash from that the Xfinity, like where the whole field just crashed?
Oh god, yeah.
Everybody was stuck together. It was like, yeah, this iRacing is more real than we think it is.
Yeah, I mean it's probably the same guy that got down a spotter and it's like, all right, let's be safe here, nothing stupid. It's always the same people that do that too.
Oh man, good luck in turn one. Remember, you can't win it on the first lap.
It's the
says the guy that sends it.
Yeah.
Middle of the pack. He's like, I'm just here for the safety rating, and then just tells everybody.
He's like, Leroy Jenkins. Just sends it in.
It's turn one, and I got 4X. I appreciate it.
Like we said on last week's podcast, I mean, you could get wrecked, before you even take the green. I mean, yeah, Watkins Glen.
Yep. And I actually saw that a couple times this week. I was running. I don't know if you guys are watching my stream on Wednesday, but I've been loving those Mustang 500s. And where the heck were they at? Brands Hatch, I believe it was. Don't do it. I mean, I only did it that one race, and I was like, it's not worth it. Like, all of us that were driving the Mustang were like, something's not right. I mean, you couldn't go and the car would slide, but we were doing the pace lap, and all of a sudden you just hear Miatas every time. Everywhere you go. But this race, for some reason, it was worse. Like, everybody's just yelling at each other, screaming at each other. Oh man, we haven't hit the start finish line yet. I got 12X. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing?
I know how they feel. I didn't hit the start finish line and already pitted, used the fast repair, and I had a meatball.
Oh yeah. Hey, I may be guilty of causing a pretty big wreck before the start finish line.
Yeah, Kevin, I remember that.
I may have been the leader.
Yeah. So about that conversation where Kevin's like, man, I haven't done iRacing in a long time, and he's fast. He qualifies on the pole. Atlanta one race. And as we're getting ready to go green, spins his tires, and everybody behind him. I
spun the tires and turned right into the guy next to me and
which
took
was
everybody
me.
behind me out. Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm going to go straight. I got it. I start going straight, and all of a sudden there's a truck on my hood. And there's a truck under my rear end. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
Kevin!
Not my best moment. A lot of apologies after that one.
There's a lot of post-race Discord discussions.
I don't think it was too bad. I think they were pretty nice to me, actually.
Actually, most people, I think, laughed about it.
Yeah.
Because you could see it happen. It's like, oh, he just spun his tires. Atlanta was one of those is one of those that'll do that to you.
Yeah, I don't know. It was... So I was on iRacing years ago, but I didn't really race too much. I did like Legends a little bit for like a couple of months, and then I stopped. So really not.
Yeah, but
a lot I need to learn.
Back,
still.
Man, you were in it. Like you were.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember at night after a race, I'd go upstairs and Allison's in bed or whatever, and like, your fucking uncle, man. I've been doing this shit for years. He does it 2 weeks. He's got like 4 wins.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I normally have the long run stuff, and it's like whenever we get in these races, I don't get long run time, so I got to figure out the short runs better.
Got to be more aggressive.
Yeah, and every time I do that, I end up with a car underneath me. Like, and it's
learn how to be smarter, aggressive.
I ain't learned too good.
I think my problem is I'm not aggressive enough. People get around me, I let them go. I think, Jamie, I ran into you one time on a road course in the street stocks. I don't remember.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Australia.
Did you hit me or something?
Yeah, man, what happened in that race? It was like only 3 of us that were any good. It was the street stock veterans race.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you were like freaking 6 seconds ahead of me, and somehow I caught up to you. I don't know how.
And it was the 3 of us, and then I got wrecked by a lap car.
Yeah. And then I caught up to you like 2 corners before the end, and I ran in the back of you, and I backed way off, I let you go. I was like, I don't want to win like that. I apologize. And the next corner, you dove in the corner and went right off the track. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was right after I had shoulder surgery. I was racing with one arm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't know how I caught you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't, like, I was having to heel toe it.
Oh yeah.
And I frigged it up, and I completely overshot the corner.
The last corner,
yeah. It wasn't no big deal. That was
no. I was just remembering. I was just kind of illustrating. Like I don't want to wreck people to win, you know. So, and I think I'm a little too far to the conservative side on that. And so when I'm racing around people, if they're a little faster than me, I just let them go, you know, instead of trying to stay in their way or try to hold them behind me or. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Now we got
if I'm league racing, I'll mess with people a little bit. But if I'm official racing, and there's somebody faster than me, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna let them go.
Yeah,
because I don't want them to wreck me and then completely ruin my race.
Right.
You know, because that's gonna happen. So like the better thing to do in my mind is like just kind of give them the lane, let them go, and then let them wreck 3 or 4 people in front of you. You know.
Yeah.
And hopefully you could dodge the aftermath.
Yeah.
We got Kevin in here now. It's gonna be like, remember that one time when you wrecked me? Remember that? Hey, remember that one time where we were racing and you, like, oh.
Corey's talking about the time he hit me. I think.
Oh, you mean when you were sideways down the track and
but you still hit me. Yeah. Even though I was sideways.
Yeah. Totally my fault.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Texas.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I remember. Well, I remember. I have it on video.
Okay, we have too many stories of me wrecking. Let's talk about something.
You still got more wins.
Checkers or wreckers, baby.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farms remembers. Yeah. Great. Now I got to put her picture in this thing too now. So my wife's here.
That's hilarious.
We all remember. I got that on video. Hey, before we split real quick for a brief moment on the break, I want to give a shout out to Split Decision Racing. Thank you, or Split Decision Podcast. Thank you for having me as a guest yesterday. I enjoyed being with you guys and running with you guys on Friday nights. I know the guy also run Monday. Jamie, you run that one Monday, don't you? I think.
No, I think I ran it once because I didn't have class or something. Because usually I'm welding at that time.
Ah, okay. No, but shout out to them. That was a good podcast. Appreciate you guys supporting this channel, and I'll definitely support you guys. Hey everybody, if you like what you're hearing right now, check out New Mission Motorsports on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Check out their YouTube page, check out their Facebook page. We're everywhere. Also, if you're looking for a great racing league, check out Freaky Fast Racing, currently running Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, trucks and GT3s. Check us out, follow us, like, subscribe, show your friends. Hey, appreciate all your help. The only channel dedicated to helping veterans and their families. Thank you very much. Have a great day. So, Marty, what are you having for dinner tonight?
Probably chicken, sausage, and tasso sauce piquant.
What's that sauce that you send? What's that sauce that you use, Jamie? Is that from Marty? Like, did you send that to him?
Sweet. Oh, you're talking like the sauce. Sweet sauce.
What sauce are you talking about?
Somebody tell us what sauce it is, because I'm starting to get
I don't know.
nervous.
It's tiger sauce. Sauce.
Tiger.
It's that tiger sauce down there from Louisiana, where they don't move their mouth when they talk.
Wow.
I understood every word you said perfectly right there.
Oh,
completely understood it.
I watch a lot of Swamp People. No, okay.
Actually, I used to watch that show. That was a weird show. There's one guy on there. I can't remember his name, but man, trying to understand what he said.
Oh, that's
they actually had subtitles for him.
He's speaking English.
Yeah, apparently, but they'd have like subtitles, and it reminds me of that old Iraqi thing where they were like, "Are those subtitles?"
Yeah. I'm
My
speaking
grandpa,
English.
my grandpa's from Mississippi, and I'm sorry, Mississippi, and and when he gets around his family, like his brothers and sisters, they all start talking in this weird like accent that I've never heard before. And it's like the most entertaining thing, you know, because they're like all drinking like moonshine and shit, and they're just like torqued. And and they're like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
it sounds like Cookie Monster. Well, that's what we sum it up to. LSU's old coach, Ed Orgeron. That's what we always joked about. It's like he's like, cookies, go Tigers. That's all you can understand. You couldn't anything else he said. You couldn't understand.
There's what's that movie? Waterboy, I think it was, with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I've never really run into somebody that actually talks like that, but I've heard there are people like that way down south.
That's how Ed Orgeron sounded. Exactly like that guy.
And then you had that other guy with the crossed eye.
We had a guy when I first joined the Army. You'd see him up in the barracks. You know, we had big bathrooms for everybody back then. Community bathrooms, and you'd see him in the bathroom. He'd have a whole conversation with you. You're just like, yeah, yeah. Never understood a word the guy said. Never. I say like 2 years. I never understood what he said.
Like,
nothing.
Dude, I'm pissing. Quit talking to me.
Yeah.
The only
That's
way
what it was, man.
Read it on his name tape.
Yeah, right.
He's like, what's your name? I don't know. Quit looking at my shit.
You ask him what time it is. That's a nice watch you got there.
Oh, no. See, you even got a plan. Now I'm starting to question.
Yeah, that's what you do, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you pissing next to somebody. You just tell them they got a nice watch.
No.
Yeah, that's a nice watch.
I've seen bigger.
Whoa.
Is that a female watch? Yes. On the internet.
Them damn internets.
This is so wrong. This conversation's going wrong.
Just be like, Timex, huh?
Yeah.
Are those stones real?
Is that a calculator on your watch? Yeah, I remember those old nerdy ones.
Yeah. I actually saw one of those. I went to a jewelry store this week because our anniversary's tomorrow. So I went to a jewelry store and they had this like really expensive watch there, and it had a calculator. And I was like, I didn't know they still make those. Like everybody's got cell phones nowadays, and I'm like, who wears a watch anymore? And the guy looks at me and he's got like 2 watches on. I'm like, well, besides you.
Sir, besides you, sir.
One of our professors, I saw like walking through the hall and stuff. He had one of those old classic ones with the calculator. That's what made me think about it. I was like, dude, you're still nerded.
That's straight 80s.
I was gonna say that's so 80s, bro.
How is it still working?
They still make batteries for that?
That shit built to last. Like a swatch.
A swatch.
Swatch.
Around your neck, a big one.
Did you guys ever try those Apple Watches that like monitor your heart rate and stuff?
I have one.
I actually got one of those, and I would do like for a while there, I did like a flat line. I was like, I'm curious what it's like. So I did like a baseline for like a couple hours. All right, that's where my heart rate's at. Then I went to work out, and then I came back and did a baseline. And the next day I would do a baseline and then do iRacing. Just out of curiosity, it's like, does this actually, because there was a couple Olympians that said that they use iRacing for training because it actually like a cardio, your heart rate and everything. Holy crap, dude. I was hitting like the 140s and stuff. That, and I'm fat, so.
So the cardio iRacing is not working, is what you're saying.
No. My heart beats faster, but I'm not losing any weight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably the beer I'm having while I'm driving.
When Ashley went in, well, whenever we into surgery for our son. I had my heart rate. This was a resting heart rate.
151. Holy crap, dude.
That was me just like nervous about her going in with a emergency C-section and all that.
Oh, I can understand.
Just sitting there at 151, like I was exhausted, and it was like that for 2 hours. So the first one was at 10:02, or no, the first one was at 9:24, and then the 151's at 10:02.
That was an emergency C-section. C-section, excuse me.
Yeah, that's the one that we lost. That's
man.
She had a placenta abruption.
Oof.
But
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I heard we've talked about that before. That's a tough thing to go through. I mean, my cousin actually last Monday finally had his child with his wife, and congratulations to Tyler and his wife. I'm glad it worked out for you guys. If you're listening to this, they're race fans too as well, but they were supposed to have a baby 2 years ago. I think it was Aiden, and they were 4 days from their due date. Everything was fine, and then all of a sudden overnight it seemed like the baby just stopped kicking.
That's hard.
And yeah, they lost it right before. But I'm glad they're able to get it now.
It's a hard thing to deal with. So hey, much love, Marty.
Yeah, all of you. Now that we made this depressing, but hey, you guys need to talk, man. We can always talk about stuff. Everybody listens to this now is just like, man, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
No, it's you know, it's a part of life that not a lot of people talk about, because it really does. It creates a crater in your life, and and people that deal with that are very, very strong.
Yeah,
it's good to share the strength. And I mean, maybe there's somebody out there that is a race fan that races, you know, because of something like that, you know. So
yeah, the interesting part was when we went through it and all that, and people found out, like, there were so many people that, you know, you don't realize have been, you know, through the exact same situation and just don't talk about it. You know, they reach out and stuff, and you realize, and even like NASCAR drivers that have, you know, fertility problems and stuff like that, like Kyle Busch and his family, Chase Briscoe, you know, they had lost theirs. You know, just stuff like that. It's like you don't realize it until it happens, and the support system is just unbelievable.
I mean sometimes you have to build your own support system. Like that's why, like, this channel, I hope it becomes a support system for those that need it. I don't mind talking with people, and you guys, I pretty much take it in as family. Like, if there's somebody I can talk to, I wouldn't hesitate to have you guys talk to me, or vice versa. You know, it's just
absolutely.
And Kevin, I've been there.
I mean, don't call me before 5, please.
Well, you're in California, so it's not my fault. It's not my fault that it's 7 o'clock in the morning here and I'm having a hard time that you live in California. So it's after 5 my time. So
I'm working on the California thing. We're actually getting all of my wife and I had a money date, right? Like we do our finances every month. Sorry for the deviation.
No.
But we like set everything out that we're gonna sell and just get rid of it. And like, I think I'm gonna sell like all of my iRacing stuff besides my computer.
Don't you fucking dare.
And then when I get there, because I have a welder, so I'm not worried about it. I have a welder, so I'll just grab some steel and make another one.
Sounds like you should sell the welder. Keep the iRacing stuff. Sell the welder, right? Keep the iRacing stuff.
I'm pretty sure the welder brings in more money.
No.
Yeah, dude, my iRating sucks ass. There's no way that it's worth it. Unless I'm racing off-road trucks, but
speaking of your California thing, man, I mean, for one, it'd be great if you did actually come out here. I mean, unfortunately, Marty lives in Louisiana, and I'm not going to tell you to move, man. But we all.
He ain't moving.
If Jamie comes here, Kevin's not too far away. I mean, you're in Virginia. We're all in Virginia except for Marty. But we love you, Marty.
Yeah, I'm in God's country. Y'all can have that.
I get good shrimp down here.
Yeah.
You probably do. Our shrimp up here is not that great. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, and got the best shrimp I've had in a long time.
Charlotte.
Yeah, but I actually got something for you, Jamie. I met a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute.
I met a loan officer.
Is it a viral infection?
Yeah. I got you some VD, bro.
I think the VA will actually pay to get rid of that.
Yeah. No,
So
I met a
you
loan officer.
You should go do that.
I met a loan officer for you, and got his card and everything. He works in VA loans, so I got you that, and I got a realtor set up for you. And if you guys need a hand, just let me know there.
Okay. Yeah, we got actually. I was in class of welding, and my wife sent me a text message. She's like, "We're pre-approved." I'm like, "What?" Like,
What kind of car are we getting?
Yeah.
Pre-approved for what? Because
remember you said remember you said you wanted a new house? I got you a horse.
Yeah. No, my wife does not like horses, and I'm a huge fan of that.
Well, it's like it's a family guy
respect to
reference.
horse people, but no fucking thanks, dude. Those things are like glass animals.
Well, like I said, we were talking about Yellowstone earlier. My wife and I have been just like stuck with it for like the last week, and I looked at her, I was like, "Babe, how do you like Montana?" She's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "You want to move there?" And she's like, "Are you nuts?" Like, it's beautiful. She's like, "I like stuff to do."
There's a lot of jobs to be done on the farm.
I'm sure there is. You've never met my wife. She's not a farm girl. Kevin can attest to that.
I second the motion.
I can't get her to go camping in a tent.
Well,
like,
I mean, with your gas.
Yes.
It's understandable.
It was the floor. It was not me. My God.
Like, okay, so you telling me I gotta go to the wilderness in a purple Jeep and sleep in a tent with your flatulence
every week with this purple? Yes, it's purple. You know what? I'm getting a paint job.
You know, I'm gonna send you some fucking eyelashes for that bitch.
Damn it.
I dare
my
you.
Gosh.
The cop's gonna pull you over and be like, "Is this your wife's Jeep, sir?"
You never put like a sorority sticker on the back of it or something?
Baby on board.
Yeah.
Bitch on board. Damn it. Every week the Jeep comes up.
Proud Phi Mu.
You know what? I'm gonna add the Jeep to the overlay here.
He's got his coexist sticker on the back.
I can put coexist, but I ain't putting. Never mind. I'm not going political. Like, not putting no Biden bullshit on there.
No, an Obama O would work.
Oh my God! When I first moved here,
Harris and AOC.
No, when I first moved here in 2015, yeah, guys from work. I guess there was an Obama magnet, one of those the O magnets that they had. I had no idea. They stuck it to my wife's car that I was driving because she had the vehicle for the kids because we were split up. Like, she was still in New York, I was down here. We were transitioning. They put an Obama sticker on my car. And I'm driving around forever, and like all of a sudden all these technicians that were at the shop with me were like giving me like, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, all of a sudden treating me like shit, and I had no idea. And they said, dude, that's been on there for like 2 weeks. It was on the passenger side. I never go on the passenger side. I never saw it.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
What if you would have had a flat tire? You never walked on the other side of your car?
Oh, I can tell if I have a flat. I never had a flat.
I could tell if I had a flat. I race.
Yeah.
I could feel it going down.
Yeah.
My big tires on my purple Jeep, I would feel it.
Oh, I definitely would there. I mean, that thing would sink like crazy.
I'm kidding. I'm just giving you shit. I'm sorry.
I think my sway bar is a little bit too.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of sway bars, do you ever see those commercials where they like God, what was it? It was like a Kia SUV. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Kia, but they were just like showing this car driving up the mountains and stuff, and like off-roading package. And then at the bottom, it's like sway bar removed for purposes of display or whatever. Like they're like, don't actually remove your sway bar. And I'm sitting there like, those
don't actually drive it up a mountain.
Yeah, it's like, so it can't actually do that unless you remove the sway bar. But if you remove the sway bar, you're gonna roll down the mountain.
Yeah.
This is a manual sway bar disconnect car.
Yeah, like
you have to take the bolts out of it.
If you want a lot of fun, just take the steering column out and go down the hill that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cut these
Vice
wires.
grips.
Yeah.
Hold the accelerator to the floor on descent.
Yeah, it's a drive-by-wire. So you put the accelerator down, then cut the wires.
Oh.
And then be like, now you really have a lot of fun. But don't do this. We can do it. You can't.
It's iRacing.
Well, I mean, it's almost like buying a Chevy. Once you get it, you're kind of stuck with a piece of shit.
See, we're gonna go there. You were complaining about your Mustang, your iRacing Mustang a little while ago. I let it slide.
Yeah.
That's an
I don't know.
iRacing issue.
The
not
Mustang just wouldn't go. I just couldn't get it to hook up. Yeah.
No,
They
I was getting
the problem
passed by
right on the front of the
Fiatas.
car.
well, no, like I don't know if you're watching it, but like there was 2 or 3 other guys running Mustangs with me, and we've had a lot of fun with them. I mean, especially that race, Jamie at Okayama. I know you're watching that one. That was a lot of fun.
Every time you say Mustang and fun, my skin crawls.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's fun in the garage working on it, but I don't know.
No, it's not.
You know how you make a Mustang fast?
Put it on a freaking Chevy trailer. What?
No, you drop an LF1 in it.
Yeah, quickly to the garage. I love how we have differences. Like, I'm waiting for somebody to be like, man, those Nissan Altimas are fucking badass.
That Tundra is the shit.
I tell you what, I will never buy what are they? Nissan Titans for a truck.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So this one guy, so we live in a mountain area. I felt bad for this dude. Like, I mean, the guy didn't do his homework. I was working at the shop, and all of a sudden this guy comes in with a Nissan Titan. All his dashboard lights were on. And it was just bad. Like, he was like, yeah, I was just coming up the hill, and all of a sudden everything went to shit. He just bought this freaking trailer as a camper. He's like, well, they said it could tow this much, and it can haul this much. The bed of his truck was so loaded, like he had a cargo net over it. And then he had this trailer that like maxed out the towing capacity. So he was going up the hill.
He was doing them both at the same time.
Yeah, same time.
Yeah.
And he's just like, we just bought it. We went home, we put everything in it, and we're going out for camping for our first trip. He basically honed out the inside of his transmission. It was bad.
Was that a question?
Yeah.
Was that a gas engine?
Yes. I can't remember what engine they have in those. I didn't work for Nissan, so I'm not sure.
They have I believe the new Nissans run Cummins.
This was not a diesel.
Yeah.
I do like Cummins. I like diesels for their purpose. I can't stand the diesel smell. Some people do. I don't have a purpose for a diesel.
You sit down when you pee too?
No.
Only when I'm tired.
Oh, you drive the purple Jeep. That's right.
God damn it.
You're the guy that does like 57 in the fast lane, like door to door to the next dude, huh? Your purple Jeep.
No, I'm in the slow lane because my Jeep is not fast. That thing is not fast, man. It's not made to be. I'm pretty sure it's got 410s in it, the gearing. Yeah, maxed out. I'm sitting there at like 65 and that thing's yelling at me.
Yeah.
I started doing some research because they said it was stock, but I was like, stock? I should be able to go fast in that. So I haven't lifted it up and done the marking on the drive shaft and whatnot, but there's a way to calculate it by just lifting it and putting it in neutral. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it has 410s in it, and it's not fast at all.
My truck has 410s.
Or parking it and getting a better vehicle.
I love my Jeep. You can kiss my ass. It's not fast, but I can go off road better.
It's probably bleached.
It's probably what?
Oh,
Jamie got it.
Yes.
I would hate to do that job.
Yeah.
It's a shitty job.
Yeah, very.
I hate you both right now.
Just catching shit all day.
I'm glad I get to edit this because I can just cut like, man, they didn't talk about anything for like 20 minutes.
Never talk about a purple Jeep. It'll be like, yeah, that's your cool Jeep.
Yeah. Well, Marty even brought it up one day while we were iRacing. I think it was at Watkins Glen. He's like, wow, somebody just went ahead and parked a purple Jeep at the bus stop.
Yeah.
On fire. I'm like, oh God, dude, why?
Yeah, well, I got karma after that, so it's all
Yeah, you
good.
deserved it.
Yeah, we all got taken out in that race.
Oh God, yeah. I think, yeah, you were in that one, weren't you, Kevin?
Yeah.
You and I right by each other. I got to do some more of those. I haven't been doing the Freaky Fast. I need to. I still promote them. And yeah, by the way, if you're looking for a great racing league, Freaky Fast Racing League, doing, I think they're almost done with their season now, aren't they? In trucks and
Tonight
GT3s.
is last race
Tonight,
Yeah.
for this season. Yeah.
I hope to get back into it.
Those guys have had good racing in that league all the days that Freaky Fast runs. They have like a GT3 race, and then they got the trucks, and they got next gen, I believe, right?
it's
No.
trucks and GT3.
Trucks and GT right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, those races are always like
They're good.
they're fast. Like those dudes in there can run. So
Some of them can. Yeah. Well, everybody's pretty respectful too. I've been in many leagues. I've actually admin for a league a couple years ago, and everybody in there is pretty respectful. And
yeah, and if they aren't,
Marty
the
will kick them
Fuhrer
out.
takes care of them.
Yeah. And then the guy's dad will come on there and bitch, you know. It's just,
He's like,
you kicked my son out? How dare you?
Just to put
Peace
it
out,
straight,
Girl Scout.
just in case they listen to this, I approached the dad and told him
I know.
why.
I just thought it was
removed him.
funny.
Just
Well, I
wanna
mean,
make
that guy,
sure
he deliberately did it though, man.
Make sure that the facts are facts.
Yeah.
The kid needed to go sit in timeout. He did that on purpose. Naughty.
But yeah,
I had a lot of fun racing with them.
yeah, Jamie was yelling that I was the Fuhrer the whole time. We're all cracking up.
I delete you.
Oh man,
I was just
that
like,
was awesome.
I was, because somebody hit me. They were having like a tiff or something, intentionally wrecking each other.
I think it was the same dude, wasn't
And
it?
I was chasing down Lucas, and they hit me and took me out. And I was like, oh, what the hell? And then like a couple minutes later, somebody got wrecked again. And then all of I see is like so-and-so disconnected. Like Marty Brown, like
So that was it.
Removed
So
from the
he got you, and then the next corner in the bus stop he got me, and then coming out of the bus stop he got Marty. It's all the same guy,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he hit all three of
yeah,
us in
and
the
then it
same
was
lap.
just like removed. I was like, holy shit.
Dude, I parked it.
I didn't
like,
know you could do that.
yeah, where I got spun, I literally just kept it right there.
Yeah,
until
you're
I
on the
removed
carousel.
it. Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah,
watching afterwards. I was like, you're just sitting there, and you're like, that's where I booted him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Delete.
I mean, he was the same dude that wrecked you before we even started and sent you down the pit road, wasn't it?
That
Yeah,
was funny.
that was a good one. Friday night was not fun for me. I don't know, Jamie. I think you were watching that one too.
I didn't
Oh.
see what happened to you.
Oh my God! So yesterday I sit in on the Split Decision podcast and everything, and they asked me about Friday night a little bit, and I just I wanted to keep my mouth shut because I was still kind of fuming. I hold grudges.
It was hilarious.
But
It was
I was
absolutely hilarious.
the guy that did it. I had no idea was in the podcast. So I was
Oh
just like,
God.
and it didn't come up, but all of a sudden they're just like, yeah, the 77 car or whatever. He's like you run the 77, don't you? To this other guy, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm sitting there in my mind going, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was just like sucking on your toes because your foot's in your mouth.
I was
one of
like,
those deals.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like biting my God damn it. But yeah, I mean, all I said was like, people need to realize who they're running, because I gave him plenty of room, and he just overdrove the turn. What happened? I knew he was going to be quicker, and he just shot it and killed me. And then I came back out, 2 laps down, and then once again, same turn, same spot. 2 cars in front of me wreck, and the truck just slides right into them. So game over. I had like an hour and a half stream, and an hour and 20 minutes of it was practice.
It was really tricky though, especially it's like for the trucks, we were faster in the turns, and then everybody would just drive away from us. So it's like you go into a turn next to a Gen 7 or Cup car, and like you're almost running over them. And then when they're on exit, like they literally, you just watch them leave you. It's just, it was difficult.
And I learned during practice that in the turns, I would actually rest my bumper on their bumper and push, because they're going to outrun me anyway. So I'm not letting up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't push them to enough to spin them, but
I would run 1 lane above them and put like my left part of my front bumper, like right at the corner of their bumper. So whenever they came back out, I had a good drive off the side of them, and then I'd pick them up.
I see Jamie with his hand up. Like,
dude, there's a button for that. Press the button.
Dude, I'm old school, man.
What, man?
Jeez.
You can spot in there. I talked to them about that.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. He's got the emoji hand up.
So shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. You threw me off.
Now I'm trying to find the button. Where?
There
we go. Hey, I can put the hand up.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
It's down there. He's like so lost.
I'm a simpleton. Even Kevin's do it. Kevin doesn't even have a damn fucking camera. He's doing emojis. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. What were you talking about, Marty?
I don't even remember now.
We're talking about running with the cup cars and all that.
Oh, so how I did that, I figured that stuff out. You get the fist. That's weird. So it's about timing, right? Like you gotta time them in the corners and be able to get off of the corners with pulling their draft. I don't know. It's timing. That's how I got away in that one triple threat, or not triple threat, whatever race that I raced was about traffic.
Well, I thought it was funny. Like before we even started, there was a big word of irony in there. Before we started, somebody got on there and was like, "Oh, watch out for these 2 trucks that qualified up front." Who are you pointing at me? But they're gonna cause a wreck. Yeah, they're like, you're gonna cause a wreck and stuff with being the trucks that were up front. It was Ellswick and I. Like we qualified probably like 6 or 7 tenths faster than the guy behind us, and it wasn't even us that caused the first wreck. And then the second wreck was me because I got wiped out. All I see is these emojis popping up now. Like it keeps throwing me off.
Did you see my sequence though? Look, watch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jazz hand.
That's why when you did the fist pump, I did the eggplant. It's too bad. Like I gotta find I should put this my camera shot now up on our stream or our podcast.
But Friday night,
or something.
I ended up with a P4, so
good on you, man.
I had 0 incidents. I had a perfectly clean truck.
I wish. You want
to hear about Corey's race from a spectator's view?
Yeah. Oh, I was pissed.
He got fucking like doored into turn 2 by that one car. 77. I don't know what car it was. Yeah, whatever car it was, but it was a different class. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah,
is it was a different class. Like,
and I knew he was gonna like
different class. It just like nailed him, sent him at the wall. So I was like, that's hilarious, right?
No,
like,
it pissed me off. I knew like he was gonna be faster, so I'm like, dude, I left him so much room.
So and then there's like a restart. He got like 3/4 away around the track or whatever, maybe a couple laps in, and then just splats this dude in the same corner. He's just like parked.
Like I dragged the brake, it wasn't like, turning. I was like I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, like I was just sliding, and I went back to look at the replay, and you could see my brake. Like I'm on the brake trying to get this thing to turn, and it didn't. It like you remember Eric Almirola when he at Kansas? where he just like slid in the freaking who was it, Logano, and broke his back, just like that. I was like, what the? That's why I got on. I was like, I'm done. We're like what 5 laps into the race.
Yeah, they were like, you were like 5 laps in, but it said you were 14 laps down or something. It was like, what?
Yeah, my overlay was screwed up.
Yeah.
Like I was 14 laps down.
Jesus.
It was great. It was funny because I was racing some trucks, and then I had the stream on my phone, and I could, there's like a delay, so he would start like getting upset, and then I'd like look down and see what was happening, and he just like wadded up. I'm like, that sucks. At least you didn't lose the I rating. Like,
I would post video, but I couldn't record. Like my Jeep. That's when my GPU went.
Your Jeep.
The Jeep is fine. Damn it! No, the graphics card.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my graphics card went. Now I gotta.
Is it this purple?
No, that's a little too girly for me. I hate you right now.
It's okay.
You're lucky you live in California. You know what? Stay in California.
No.
I don't know how much you can talk about a Jeep living in California.
The only
Corey's Jeep needs to be in California. They need to.
There you go.
Right, and my Cummins deserves to be in Virginia.
So
So
the emissions on that thing.
Oh yeah, emissions will probably get you here.
the emissions will go.
Son of a bitch. My Jeep's getting a paint job. We're not gonna afford. When I can quit putting money towards this computer and rebuilding it.
Don't paint it. Just wrap it.
Yeah.
I can't even do that right now. With what?
In dicks.
In
Plastic
dicks.
dip.
Just
Plastic
make it
dip. $400.
make it a giant eggplant.
Yeah,
It already is.
Eggplant emoji on
the
my
back. A little green on the back.
Do you have a
just
tire
put
on the
like
back?
a green ring around the cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, either that or like where your spare tire is in the back. Just put a green cover over it. Eggplant.
Yeah, and then it's got the angry eyes on front, so it's like an angry eggplant.
Or if you just make it like winking.
Winking? No, that's too far. That's no.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. No. Oh god.
No, and the emissions on my truck are probably close or less than the ones on your Jeep. So
you didn't bypass AGR, did you?
Doesn't have one.
Are we saying it's harder here than in California to pass emissions? Is that what we're saying right now?
The northern part of Virginia, yes.
The year of my truck, it didn't have any of that. So
that's what's grandfathered in. Yep. Yes, Virginia. I still have my inspector's license in Virginia, but it now expired. But yes,
so
emissions will get you.
Yeah.
We don't have rules.
I know.
No. Well, I mean, half your
it's too hot for rules in Louisiana.
Yeah, well,
half your cars are eaten by gators.
Exactly.
They don't even have the no shoes, no service rule.
No, it's the gator ate it.
Yeah, well,
where's your shirt, sir? Well, I was wrestling this gator on my way to the corner store.
That gator took it to
that gator boy. I mean,
shoot him.
There is that video. Like, I can't. This guy was like trying to scare off a gator with his white truck. I can't. It's old.
Oh yes, that was in Marksville. That's 20 minutes or 30 minutes from here.
Yeah, they're like freaking gator. Like he's like, I'm gonna move him. I'm gonna get the gator out of the way, and it just grabs his bumper and rips it off the truck. I'm like, wow. Well, we got turkeys, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's great.
That gator gonna move because he respect me. Rips his bumper off.
Gator's got his gat back.
Is that like a legit excuse in Louisiana? I'd be like, sir, what happened to your exhaust system? Gator took it.
Gator took it.
Did Gator install a hood stack as well?
Tell me about that 12-inch stack you have. The gator did it.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Well, guys, I think we're running out of time. I think we pretty much covered a good day today. And
welcome, Kevin, to the craziness.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's a lot of fun.
And those of you out there listening, hey, don't forget to send your clips and pictures of you and your family at the local racetracks and everything, or any racetrack. New Mission Motorsports at gmail.com. Have your clips and everything featured here. We'll have them up on the overlay. You get to see if you make the cut. I appreciate you guys joining us. You guys have yourself a great week. See you next time.